If your family's anything like mine during Thanksgiving, we go all out on the food, and there are usually leftovers for days. In this video, we'll take our leftovers and turn it into something exciting, a little more sassy, a little more like Filipino lumpia at a party. Other ingredients we'll need to prepare is our cooking banana, cut into quarters the long way, 1 egg to use as glue to seal our lumpia, and of course, our Orientex lumpia wrapper for that extra crunch factor. We want to make sure that our wrapper is completely defrosted before we can start pulling them apart. What we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle and work our way out. And you have to be very careful because they're very fragile at first. And you just want to work each corner and pull as close to the sheets as possible. Just like that. Now we have them separated. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a lumpia wrapper from underneath our moist towel. We're gonna lay it in front of us like a diamond, and we're gonna start from the bottom corner of our lumpia. The first flavor combination I'll be doing will be some string beans, mushroom, and turkey. So you just want to line it up in a line. Then I'm going to take the bottom corner of the wrapper and I'm going to start rolling forward. And as I'm rolling, I want to keep it tight. When I get about halfway, I'm going to fold in the sides towards the middle, like I'm wrapping a burrito. And then I'm going to continue to roll forward while keeping it tight. Once I have about 2 or 3 inches left, I'm going to take some egg wash and I'm going to brush some in the inside. So the egg wash will help us seal our lumpia, and by keeping our lumpia tight, we can get a really uniform shape. Okay. And then once again, I'm going to take the bottom of my wrapper and I'm going to start rolling forward. As soon as I get about midway, I'll tuck in the sides towards the middle. And then I'll continue to roll it tightly forward. And then I'll do my egg wash. There you go. Another lumpia. While we roll more lumpia, let's talk about some common myths about the history of Thanksgiving. One of these common myths about the first Thanksgiving is that the Pilgrims from the Plymouth colony, along with the local Wampanoag Indians, were the originator of this holiday. However, it was a common practice for communities in those days to hold a ceremony to give thanks for the harvest season. Another common myth is that turkey was served as a centerpiece for their festivities. There are historical evidence of these two groups coming together to share a meal. However, it is only recorded that the Wampanoag Indians provided deer meat and the Pilgrims brought fowls, which could have been turkey but were most likely ducks or geese. It wasn't until 19th century that Thanksgiving became a popular holiday with turkey. The credit of popularizing this holiday belongs to an American writer, Sarah Josepha Hale. When America was on the brink of civil war, Hale started to advocate for Thanksgiving to be a national holiday because she believed it would unify the country. In her 1827 novel, Northwood, she devoted an entire chapter to a description of a New England Thanksgiving, with a roasted turkey placed at the head of the table. Over 30 years later, Abraham Lincoln issued a presidential proclamation, and only then did Americans think that Thanksgiving is a uniquely American tradition. The first Thanksgiving story just became closely associated with the holiday, and so did the serving of a turkey. Now that we have enough savory lumpia, let's get on with our last flavor combination. This one will be a dessert lumpia, we'll be taking our cooking banana and combining it with our pumpkin pie cheesecake. Just like the other lumpia, we're going to take our wrapper, turn it, place it in front of you like a diamond, and then we are just gonna scoop up a little bit of this cheesecake, spread it around, just like that. You can add a little bit more. Then we're going to take one of our banana slices and we're gonna roll it into the lumpia wrapper. So once you have enough lumpia rolled out, we could either freeze this and save it for later, or we could cook it fresh now. With most lumpia, you want to freeze it to lock in the flavor and to get that crispier exterior. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna layer my lumpia, the ones that I've made, with a parchment paper, and then I'm going to wrap it up with saran wrap and put it in the freezer. So once they're frozen, you can put them in a Ziploc bag and they're individually frozen. Just like that. And they won't stick together. So for now, we want to heat up a pan full of oil. There's actually only 3 inches of oil in this one. And we want to heat up the oil to about 350 degrees. So let's check it with our Kenny thermometer. When putting the frozen lumpia in, be very careful because it will splash on you. So I know, all right, slightly a little hotter, that's okay. So I'll take out the thermometer out. Another trick is you can take a chopstick, a wooden chopstick, and if you stick it into your oil, it should start to sizzle. And then you know then it's ready. Okay, here we go. This one looks like it might be the dessert one. So once the lumpia are golden brown, you want to just take them out of the oil and put them on a cooling rack so that the excess oil can drain out. Now that we have our lumpia ready for snacking, I also have some dipping sauce. Right here is our leftover gravy, and then this is the traditional sweet and sour sauce. For our dessert lumpia, I put together a whipped cream dipping sauce. I'm so excited to dig into this. Shall we try it? Here we go. So I know this one has the beans in it. You can see it from the very top. So we'll slice right into it. Hear that crunch? Ooh, there we go. This one I'll dip into my gravy. It's like a crispy Thanksgiving in my mouth. No double dipping. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please comment below and subscribe. Until next time, stay hungry. Kain tayo.